Hi, and welcome to KK's Quilt Studio. This is Marilyn, and thanks for joining me. Today we are going to talk a little bit about thread breaks in ProStitcher Premium and how to recover from that thread break when your machine is sewing along beyond. I have loaded an edge-to-edge design, and we're gonna sew this out. I am in simulation mode, so I won't be showing you a quilt top on the machine, but I think we can accomplish it just by looking at simulation mode. We're gonna try it this way. Of course, I've opened my design file and design. Everything's loaded the way I want it. And we're going to go to ProStitcher. And we are going to select Run. And the dialog box comes up just like it would if you were at your machine. We don't need any tie-offs because we're not actually quilting. But this is what it sort of looks like. And we're going to proceed on. So you see our crosshairs are coming up from the left, and the machine simulator is going to act like the machine is sewing out. So that portion of the design that it has sewn is turning gold. And we'll stitch along for a little piece. And this will apply if your top thread breaks, or if you have a bobbin that runs out. Either way works the same. So let's say we're stitching along, and right about here we get a thread break, and our machine keeps sewing along. And we get back to the machine and press stop or pause. Okay, you get your needle up check. And we'll say okay. So if you run out of bobbins, bobbin thread, you need to go up here and disconnect your motors, because you're going to have to move your machine head to the side in order to load a fresh bobbin. So you would unclick that so the little lock is open, and then what to do, because our thread break was back here along this portion of the design. And let's see if we can zoom in there. What we are going to do is bring our machine head back over to this side of the design so that we can start where we need to. So let's click that like we're grabbing the machine. I'm going to go back to the ProStitcher tab, click on it, and click New Start End. And we're going to watch this area over here. So we're going to grab our machine and move it back. I like to go to an inconspicuous area of the design. So it might be, if my thread broke up here, I like to start back on a corner where I can get a clean start, or place my machine in a good start area. So I want to start right on that corner, zoom in as you need to, and then go ahead and click Start. Now, one thing I noticed in the Handy Quilter tutorials online with the old ProStitcher Standard and the introduction to new ProStitcher Premium, we only clicked once on this. I know some of you are having problems, and in the new ProStitcher Premium Handy Quilter videos, they clicked twice. twice on this button. So this is the start point where I want to be, 254, which is the number of that crosshair placement. 2,765 are the total amount of stitches in this design. If you did not click on this twice to have it not highlighted, if you move your machine, this number is going to change. And that's what I was doing, and I was having the same problems as some of the others, in that this end point, the number was changing sometimes to the 254. So when I reset it back to that number, my design wasn't going anywhere because the start and the end point were the same. Or I was getting a error message and my program would shut down. So since I have started clicking twice on the new start point, I haven't had that problem. I haven't had the endpoint reset itself. I haven't had error messages or the machine shut down. So maybe that's it. But so you've changed your bobbin out. You've moved your machine to the new start point. So you would either do a manual tie off, or if you've set your quilt up to do a tie off on start. If you want to check that, go here to quilt, and you can do a tie at start, so it will tie off before it finishes. Like I said, you can do it manually, or you can click it when it starts up again to tie. And all you have to do is hold your threads off to the side, bring up your bobbin thread, and resume sewing. And from there, it will sew out. And you should be good to go. Now, when you have finished sewing out, I want you to be sure, you're going to start another design, maybe another row of this. Remember to go back to ProStitcher, to New Start End, and to reset that start point back to 0. And if you, this takes it up, these two arrows move that stop point or start point one stitch at a time. This one goes all the way back to the beginning. So you see now it says 0, and that's where you want to start a new row once you've completed sewing out this. So I hope that was helpful. I haven't had any, like I said, I haven't had any problems since. So let me know how that works for you. And thanks for joining us. Check back often here in the YouTube channel, and if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and you can always leave us a like. We like to know that you're enjoying our videos. Thanks for joining us today. This is Marilyn from KK's Quilt Studio, wishing you happy sewing.